Hello students, this is Lata Narwani from Mount Litra Z School Jhansi. Children, last turn we had done plant tissues. Today we will be doing animal tissues. So animal tissues are of four kinds: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. Now, epithelial tissue is again divided into four types: squamous epithelium, columnar, cuboidal, and glandular. Connective tissue is the widely distributed tissue in our body. It comprises of blood and lymph, bone, tendons and ligaments, cartilage, areolar connective tissue, and adipose tissue. Third type of tissue is muscular tissue. It is divided into three types: voluntary or striated muscles, involuntary or unstriated muscles, cardiac muscles. And last is the nervous tissue, which is made up of nerve cells or neurons. So today we'll be studying about epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is composed of one or more layers of cells covering and protecting the external body surface and internal body parts. So it is a protective tissue. It protects our whole body and all the internal organs. Characteristics of epithelial tissue. First, the cells of this tissue are tightly packed and form continuous sheets. Second, the cells rest on a basement membrane with collagen fibers. Third, cells are attached to this membrane tightly by a cement like structure. Fourth, each epithelial tissue is separated from the underlying tissue by basement membrane. Fifth point, this tissue does not have blood vessels. Location, it is found in skin lining, outer covering of blood vessels, mouth, pharynx, stomach, lungs, etc. Functions: epithelial tissue protects the internal tissues from mechanical injury, entry of germs, and harmful chemicals. Second function is absorption. Epithelial lining of intestine absorbs water and nutrients from digested food. Third function is excretion. Epithelial lining of kidney cells helps in excretion of water and waste materials. Fourth, epithelial lining of digestive glands secrete useful secretions. Fifth, epithelial lining of lungs brings about exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Sixth, this tissue acts as a barrier for anything entering or leaving the cells. So these are the various functions according to the various organs. Now, types of epithelial tissue. There are four types of epithelial tissue based on the structure of the cells. So one by one we'll do this. First is squamous epithelium. Squamous epithelium. First point, it is formed by flat polygonal cells closely fitted like tiles in a floor. Second point, the squamous epithelium forms the lining of mouth, nose, skin, blood vessels, and alveoli of lungs. Third point, it protects the body parts from mechanical injury, germs, and drying up. Now, there are two types of squamous epithelium. What are these two types? Simple and stratified. Simple epithelium is made up of single layer of cells. For example, it is present in blood vessels, nose, alveoli, etc. Stratified means when the epithelial tissue is made up of many layers, squamous epithelium made up of many layers, then it is called stratified. And a good example is our skin. So our skin is made up of many layers of squamous epithelial cells. Diagram is given here. Next, second type of epithelial tissue is columnar epithelium. The cells of columnar epithelium are tall and column-like. Second, this tissue is found in organs where absorption secretion occurs, like stomach and intestine. It is also present in gastric and intestinal glands. Fourth point, the basal part of the cells bears nucleus. Last point is, in respiratory tract there are simple hair-like projections called cilia to push the dust particles. These cilia are present on the outer surface of cells. This is known as ciliated columnar epithelium. Here the diagrams are given: simple epithelial tissue and ciliated epithelial tissue. This is simple epithelial tissue and this is ciliated epithelial tissue, because here cilia are present. And cilia, what is the function of these cilia? The function is they help in pushing the various things like dust particles in respiratory tract. Third type of epithelial tissue is cuboidal epithelium. The cells of this epithelium are cube shaped, almost equal in height and width. Second, the nuclei are round in shape and lie in the center of the cell. Third point is, it is present in the lining of kidney tubules and salivary glands. Fourth, it also lines sweat glands, thyroid glands, etc. Fifth, its function is absorption, secretion, and excretion, other than providing mechanical support. The diagram of cuboidal epithelium is shown here. This is the diagram. Last type of epithelial tissue is glandular epithelium. First point, sometimes epithelial tissue cells form glands by inward folding. So this is called glandular epithelium. Second, sweat and sebaceous glands in skin, mammary glands in females, and salivary glands in the mouth, etc. are the examples of glandular epithelium. Third point, these glands help in the secretion of hormones, sweat, saliva, digestive enzymes, etc. So this is all for today, children. Thank you.